Hello, beautiful people. It is Timotha, Lanae, and today I'm going to share with you how to make a delicious sweet and savory kale recipe from Cookbook High Vibes that you can get on Dairy Products website. So make sure to check that out. But let's jump right into the ingredients you'll need to make this delicious, quick and easy side dish. First, you'll just need some organic kale. It can be chopped and pre-washed, or you can get the kale in the bunches. We'll get like 2 bunches of that kale. Grapeseed oil, balsamic vinegar, organic coconut aminos, smoked paprika, onion powder, garlic powder. You can omit this if you follow Dr. Sebi's list. Garlic is not on the list. And instead of the garlic, you could do ginger instead. Half a teaspoon of onion powder and then half a teaspoon of ginger powder. That will give the garlic taste. Cayenne pepper, black pepper, fresh ground, and then Celtic salt. I mix the liquid and the powdered ingredients, but first I mix the liquid. I like to use this measuring cup. Once you're done with that, you want to have a big mixing bowl that you're going to toss the kale with all the ingredients. So let's go ahead and mix our ingredients together. 2 teaspoons grapeseed oil, 2 tablespoons of this balsamic vinegar, 1, 2, 1 teaspoon of agave. This is what gives it a little sweet taste. If you want it sweeter, you can add more. You could do 1.5 teaspoons, or you could do 2 teaspoons. And then these coconut aminos, you need 2 tablespoons of coconut aminos. So now we've done all of our liquid ingredients to kind of whisk those together. 1/4 teaspoon garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/8 to 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Just be 1/8 teaspoon, so it's not too spicy, because my little 5-year-old daughter likes this. She's 5, y'all. She had a birthday. Time flies. And this Celtic salt, I like to use 1 teaspoon, and then 1/2 teaspoon of fresh ground pepper. I'm not even gonna measure it. I'm just gonna eye it out, because it gets kind of cumbersome trying to measure this fresh ground pepper. Once you've got them all in there, I just kind of mix them. They're well blended. All of our dry ingredients. And now we have our wet ingredients as well. Now let's go ahead and add the dry to the wet. Sprinkle a little in. We add the powder in stages like that. It helps to prevent clumping. This would be a really good marinade for vegetables like zucchini. You could even marinate portobello mushrooms. It's a really good marinade. Mixing bowl. This is our bag of kale. If you didn't have a bag of kale, you would have already washed this and cut the kale off the stems. We're just going to open the bag. Sometimes you want to make it easy for yourself, especially if you're always cooking at home. Anything you can do to kind of make the process a little easier. Going through and taking out anything that looks kind of bad or old. Now we're going to mix the ingredients that we've already blended. We're going to start to mix that onto our kale. I am going to use the fork to toss it. Don't do it all at once. Do it in stages. Drizzle it on and then mix, because you really want to try to coat all the leaves. Make sure you have a big enough bowl. You see some of my leaves were kind of falling out. It smells really good already. This marinade smells great. Once you've poured all of the seasoning on top and you feel like the kale is properly coated, we can go over to our stove and start the cooking process. You can go ahead and add your kale to a big stock pot. This is what I have in it. It will cook down, but in the beginning you're going to need all of the space because it's really fluffy. This or a Dutch oven, depending on how much kale you have. I took out a lot of my kale because some of it was kind of wilted, but if I would have had the whole bag, it would have been much higher. So now I'm going to go ahead and turn it on to like a medium heat, and then I just cover it and let that cook. As it's wilting down, get a fork, the same fork you mixed everything with, and just turn it and turn over what's on the bottom so that it's not always the same kale at the bottom closest to the heat. Let's check on our kale. It's really simmering here, you can see it. Look how much it wilted down. I had to throw away almost half of that bag just because it had sat in there longer than it should have. Otherwise this would have made much more. Everything's very coated. There's a little bit of the juice down there at the bottom as well. That happened really fast. That was only about 4 minutes. The nice thing about this dish, once you get your seasonings all mixed together, and if your kale is already pre-washed, you could have this dish done in 20 minutes. All right, I just covered it back up. I'm gonna let it wilt down just a little bit more. All right, so I have my little storage dish here. Go ahead and serve this up because I think it's ready. You see how good that looks. Steaming hot, really delicious, sweet and savory, a little bit spicy. I usually serve it up with quinoa, wild rice, mushrooms. You could do my chickpea patties. All of these recipes are in new cookbook, High Vibes. It's exclusively on Derek Products website, so make sure to check that out. See how quick and easy I was able to finish that in about 15 minutes. It didn't take long at all. For more alkaline recipes and healthy recipes, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And I am Timotha Lanae. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.